Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I'm excited to be bringing you my team building analysis video for Week 3, Season 4 of the Pokémon Premier League. Yes indeed. Now, we have not got off to a very good start. That is mainly, a lot of that has been down to hacks, you know that's true. It's been difficult, it's been tough, but we soldier on, you know. It's just basically turned into a 9-game season. We can't get bogged down in what's happened. We have to move forward and, you know, try and just pick up wins as and where we can. So, it starts this week, basically. And this week, we play against none other than the founder of our very own beloved PPL, and that is going to be Jack, aka the Donphanatic, and Norwich Skitty. A guy who has improved a lot, as we all know, as the seasons have gone on, to the point where he's a genuine threat. And he's got a pretty threatening team. This is an interesting team, I think. We'll go over exactly what Jack and Norwich Skitty can pick from. His squad consists of Mega-Venusaur, Skarmory, Aromatisse, Donphan, Arcanine, Heliolisk, Noivern, Crawdaunt, and Metagross. It's interesting. It's an interesting squad. Mega-Venusaur, I've used Mega-Venusaur in the past. It's very powerful. Don't sleep on it. It's on a good speed tier. People sort of undenied about it being a first round pick, but I took it first round of Season 1 and it went like 17-5 or something ridiculous like that. So, you know, for those who think it isn't a first round pick, I mean, yeah, maybe not, but it's still bloody powerful. And then he's got this disgusting set of bulk: Skarm, Aromatisse, Donphan, who can also go offensive, Arcanine, similar kind of deal. And then he's got Heliolisk, because, you know, it wouldn't be Norwich Skitty without Heliolisk. Noivern is interesting. It's very, very quick. It's in a weird speed tier. I think it's base 123. Fast Special Dragon. Crawdaunt is just a monster wall breaker. And Metagross. Metagross is an interesting one. You don't see it drafted as often as perhaps it should be. But it can be very powerful, very scary. Now, we're 0-2. Jack is 1-1. This becomes a very important game for the both of us. For Jack to try and, you know, move up the table, and for me to just try and get my first win. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the team I'm going to be bringing. And first up, as you'll be able to see on your screen, sort of just in a few seconds, we have got Ninjask. Yes, the fucking man is here. He has finally arrived. It's taken him 3 weeks, but we've got Ninjask, choice banded Ninjask. I've given it speed boost. We've got U-turn, Aerial Ace, Night Slash, and Return. The EVs are, I'm hoping they'll be okay on the screen. Let me just fix them in post-production real quick. I'll play around with it, it'll be fine. Yes, we've got 4 into HP, max attack, adamant, 152 defense, and 100 into speed. The beautiful thing about Ninjask is you do not have to invest massively in speed. You don't have to invest at all in outspeeds base 110s, I think, which is just beautiful. It means I can pretty much go adamant max whenever I want, and invest in bulk where I can. This guy, Ninjask, really does a lot of work to Jack's offensive core. And, you know, with 1 boost in speed, it's going to be outspeeding any Scarfers he might choose to bring. I suspect he's going to be bringing at least 1. Get onto that in a minute. Yeah, it's mainly going to be sort of choice banded U-turning, I would imagine. That, you know, he doesn't have too many switch-ins to that. Skarm, I would imagine, would be his go-to switch-in. Arcanine and Donphan will follow shortly after. But, you know, Mega-Venusaur can get bot by an Aerial Ace. That's mainly what that's there for. Night Slash is nice for the Metagross. Pretty much everything else is taking big damage from a U-turn. Return is there, just as it's sort of a powerful attack to be hitting sort of neutrally to a lot of things. Aromatisse, that's its best option to hit. Aromatisse is going to probably be Return. Similar thing with Noivern as well. Yeah, Ninjask, I'm looking forward to this. The fucking man is here. I'm not quite real enough to go full MBZ and run Giga Impact. 152 in defense. I've specifically gone with that in defense and not HP. Normally, I would shove any spare into HP to be able to take as many hits as possible, but Ninjask only really fears priority, especially once it's got a speed boost up. Jack's team has a lot of priority, but it's pretty much all physical. You're looking at Shadow Sneak Mega-Galade, Ice Shard Donphan, Extreme Speed Arcanine, the Aqua Jet Crawdon, and Bullet Punch Metagross. So there's a lot there, but it is all physical, and with this investment into defense, I can take any one of those, unless it's sort of as powerful can be with the Choice Band. I can take any one of those with that investment in defense. Like I can take, I think, an Adamant Life Orb Aqua Jet from Crawdon, which is grand. And that, I think, is the most powerful one he has outside of like Choice Banded stuff. So yeah, that's Ninjask. It's not meant to be taking hits, but you know, if I can take one here or there, so much the better. So, next up, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Torkoal. Yes, Torkoal is here, back after being hacked to death last week. It's time to make amends. I've gone with just one of my favourite sets, Assault Vest Torkoal, I love. So here we go, Assault Vest, Shell Armour, because fuck crits, am I right? Fire Blast, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power and Hidden Power Ice, max HP, 180 in special attack with that modest nature, 76 into speed. So what does this allow me to do? Well, whilst Ninjask can do a number on Jack's offensive selection, Torkoal can really hurt the defensive core. You know, Skarmory, Aromatisse, Donphan, Arcanine, and to an extent Metagross. All of those can be hit super effectively other than Donphan, who, unless it's sort of AV and very, very specially bulky, you know, it's not going to be taking it too well, and realistically I don't want Torkoal to be taking a hit from Donphan anyway if he brings it. Yeah, Fire Blast and Sludge Bomb there for the Skarmory Aromatisse core if he wants to bring that, Earth Power for the Arcanine, which I suspect is more likely. Yeah, Fire Blast is there for the Metagross. Of course, the beauty of Torkoal is I don't need to invest in defense for it to be able to tank any one hit from any one thing, and the Assault Vest just allows it to take hits on the physical side and the special side as well. So Heliolisk isn't OHKOing it, Noivern isn't OHKOing it, and that's pretty much all his special offense. Yeah, Hidden Power Ice has been tacked on there for the Noivern. It'll be nice to sort of have Torkoal come in on a Noivern. He goes for an attack, Hurricane, Draco Meteor. I live it. I can try and bop him with the Hidden Power Ice after that. 76 into speed, that is just there so I can creep the Aromatisse. I don't want that thing to outspeed my Torkoal, and even taking that out of special attack, it's still doing a decent amount. I wanted to run Shell Smash on this guy, but I sort of realised at the last moment there wasn't going to be too much point. Because, yes, it allows me to outspeed the Skarmory, it allows me to get +2 hits off, but the thing is, stuff like Heliolisk and especially Noivern, and especially if either of them are scarfed, they're going to be outspeeding a +2 Torkoal anyway, so there's not really any point, because if I get a Shell Smash off, I can probably kill something, then he just comes in and revenges me because I'm at lower defense, so there's not really any point in that. So yeah, there's Torkoal, offensive, hoping it can do some work. Third up, and we are going to have Mega-Venusaur. Mega-Venusaur is back, fully physically defensive this time around, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power Fire, and Sleep Powder. This guy is pretty much here for the Crawdon. It is one of my few bulky things on the team. I've gone a bit more offensive this week. Yeah, it can still put the hurt. It gets, you know, good coverage for a lot of Jack's mons. Grass, Poison, and Fire is very nice against his team. And it's one of my only real stops to Crawdon, if I'm being honest. I was originally going to run a more speedy set to outpace Crawdon, but I thought in the end I just wanted something to be as defensive as possible, and that's going to be Mega-Venusaur. Sleep Powder on there. Be nice to be able to put one of his monsters to sleep at some point. I'm aware he has the Aromatisse that has the Sweet Veil, I think it is. Is it Aromatisse that can't put to sleep? I think it's that one. Oh, that might be the Cotton Candy one. Cotton Candy? What am I, American? The Candy Floss one. More likely is that he'll have safety goggles, most likely on Skarmory. But it's nice if I can put something to sleep, that'd be grand. Yeah, Venusaur's basically there to kind of tank hits where it can. Next up, we are going to have ourselves Excadrill. Excadrill here, with the Choppleberry, Mold Breaker, Iron Head, Earthquake, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock. Fluff in my way. We got 44 HP, max attack, Adamant, 212 into speed. Yep, this is your fairly sort of standard bread and butter spinning Excadrill with a little bit of bulk. The speed EVs, that's going to allow me to outpace a jolly Metagross, which taps out at 134. Yeah, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, very standard stuff. Chopper Berry just means hopefully that I can tank any one hit from Mega Gallade and Oko it back with Earthquake. I'm not sure he'll be expecting a Chopper Berry. And he'll take me down to quite low health, most likely. But it should be okay. I should be alright with it. So yeah, I'm aware that this thing gets completely walled out the ass by Skarmory, but you know, I have the likes of Torkoal who can switch into any given Skarmory set and really start threatening, and that's what Torkoal is there for. You know, I bring it in on a defensive one, and I just start firing off unexpectedly powerful hits. So there we go, there is Excadrill. Next up on the list we have got Meloetta, and this time we have gone with a choice Scarfed Meloetta, which is interesting. We've got Hyper Voice, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and the Shadow Ball. 44 HP, max special attack, 212 into speed, with that timid nature. Now, I haven't gone max speed because, you know, I'm pretty much outspeeding anything that isn't Scarfed on his team, with the possible exception of the Noivern, but I couldn't outspeed that anyway if it was Scarfed. It's actually quite specific, the speed investment, you know. What it does allow me to do is outspeed something that could be a bit of a problem. That's going to be Rock Polish Donphan. It'll allow me to outspeed that. Most things Scarfed. Well, I say with Scarf. The likes of Scarf Metagross I think outspeed as well. And yeah, I'm expecting him to bring his fastest mons. I'm not expecting both of them to be Scarfed. It's going to be nice to have Meloetta here. What I really quite want to happen, what I think is going to happen, is to have an opening lead-off of Noivern versus Meloetta. And hopefully, he'll expect to be faster, think he can U-turn out. Nope, I hope to be able to bop that first turn with the Choice Scarf Hidden Power Ice. That'd be really grand if I can get that done, because Noivern is a bit of a threat. Yeah, Hidden Power Ice only really hits the Noivern, but I feel like I can run it because Hyper Voice, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, they hit pretty much everything else I need them to hit. Meloetta is very powerful, you know, that base 128 special attack is grand, and even without investment in special defense or without an Assault Vest, it's still switching into a lot of special hits. So yeah, that Noivern, that Heliolisk, they're not going to be hitting it very hard, and it'll take 1 or 2 physical hits maybe from something, be able to outspeed and revenge hopefully. So yeah, Meloetta, Choice Scarfed, hoping to catch him a little bit off guard with it. And finally, we have Greninja. Life Orb Greninja with Scald, U-Turn, Ice Beam, and Dark Pulse. We have 92 in attack, max special attack, 164 speed with that naive nature. It's got more in attack than maybe it should. You know, I was umming and ahhing between running U-Turn and Gunk Shot. You know, Gunk Shot's very nice for the Aromatisse. I'll explain in a bit why I went for U-Turn. Because with this kind of more offensive team, it's nice to be able to have a lot of initiative as much as possible. I've got 2 fairly powerful U-turners going on there. Scald, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, very standard stuff. That speed, that will allow me to outspeed everything up to the Noivern, who I can't outspeed anyway. I tap out at base 122, Noivern I believe is 123, so no point even trying to outspeed that. I do have enough on there to outspeed anything non-Scarfed that is Heliolisk and below. And yeah, I'm hoping that it'll be able to be just a nice sort of another little revenge killer coming in and picking off weakened things as and when I can, basically. So yes, that is the team I'm bringing. Looking at Jack's squad and the things I'm expecting him to bring, Mega Gallade I'm fairly sure will be coming, Skarmory 2, I would suspect Arcanine, Heliolisk, Noivern, and Metagross. Those are the things I think he will bring. Now, I'm prepped for his other things. In all honesty, the only thing I'm absolutely certain he won't be bringing is Aromatisse. And that's why I decided to go for U-Turn over Gunk Shot on the Greninja in the first place. I really don't see Aromatisse coming. You know, I have a complete hard stop to it in the form of my Excadrill. And admittedly, he has a complete hard stop to hit my extra in the form of his Skarmory, but then, as I say, I'll bring in Torkoal and I nuke something. So I feel comfortable not going with Gunk Shot on Greninja for that reason. I don't think Aromatisse is coming. Donphan, I don't think has a particularly favourable matchup against my team. It's outsped by too many things, and it basically gets destroyed by a fair few things that I have. You know, Greninja, Mega-Venusaur, probably the Meloetta. These things will deal with it. Then it just comes down to which physical attacker he wants. I rather think that Metagross has a bit of a better matchup. Admittedly, Steel is not his best kind of physical option to be going with in terms of attacking types, but I just think that he'll be put off by the presence of my Mega-Venusaur and the ability to revenge Crawdaunt because it's just too slow. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Mega Gallade, Skarm, Arcanine, Heliolisk, Noivern and Metagross, the kind of things I'm expecting him to bring, and I think I'm fairly well prepped for them. So, that is going to be that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. I've been fairly busy over sort of previous days. This will be going up late, later than it should. You know, Jack and I have both been fairly busy. I'm not sure entirely when it will go up, but you know, it'll be later than it should. But either way, make sure, speaking of Jack, as I've just mentioned his name, links down in the description. I always sometimes forget to mention this, but I won't this time. Links down in the description to Jack the Donphanatic. Do make sure you go and check him out. We take the piss out of him a lot, but he's one of my very good friends. He's responsible for, you know, setting up the PPL, so do go and show him some love. Of course, links down in the description to PPL, Twitter and YouTube. They'll be there as well. To follow all the news you may need as the season progresses, those are the links you'll need. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I've rambled on for far too long, so my final thank you to you all for watching. And I guess with that, I'll see you next time. Laters.